there tends to be these rumors about BMT is soft.
One step, and then you stop, and you don't move.
Or BMT isn't like what it was back in my day.
You thought you're doing laundry on it? I don't know what standard you think's changed. Let's go.
We have to be a war-fighting force that's capable of fighting on our three forefronts. So in BMT, we are all about the lethality of our airmen.
Believe it or not, the tactics we're trying to teach you today might save your life.
What brought about the change is a recognition of what our senior leaders are saying. We need to be ready, we need to be lethal. We don't know what the future holds, but we need to be ready for it. And so we stepped back and said, okay, if we're gonna have a more ready airman, what does that look like?
We look to purposely move folks into a warrior mindset that they can understand that they can deliver a punch and take one as well. What we wanted to do was give birth to a beastlier beast that was resequenced as the expeditionary culminating training event that includes now more hand-to-hand combatives than it's ever contained before. And so that's a 5-day experience that is going to allow that person to feel tested at every turn, to be able to feel tested as an individual, but also tested as a team.
Don't stop, come on.
You're almost there. No.
So I don't want to give the impression lethality and readiness means that that's a physical component. There are important resiliency aspects that we get after here, and small group facilitation is a perfect example of just one of those.
Well, just physically fit, we'll be good, right? No, sir. Why not?
The new curriculum, it is based on critical thinking. Airmanship is one of those arenas with a multitude of topics that can mentally prepare people. And you are giving trainees an opportunity to begin critically thinking way earlier in their careers than some of us had the opportunity to. We're just giving them a way to think about, what would I do if I was in this situation? Would you sign off saying that you know how to do a task when that task could mean life or death for a crew and a pilot? These are things that some of these trainees have never thought about in their lives. And since they already have that foresight, it's going to make their decision making and their critical thinking a lot stronger.
It's a different generation. Every generation has its strengths, but they're wicked smart. They're smarter than I was. They look at problems and they have a desire to solve them. They're not okay with just, being told to shut up and color. And so we still tell them to shut up and color, but we also give them a couple crayons instead of just one. I think basic military training has gotten harder over the last year. General Goldfein talks about how the Air Force we are building today is the Air Force that we will be fighting with in 2030. And we need airmen who are willing to attack that problem, and that's what we're trying to create here. So if you're gonna come and join the Air Force, you gotta bring it. You gotta come and get ready to earn it, because we're not just gonna hand it to you.